Hello everyone, this is Meenal Reddy. In this video lecture, I am going to discuss some topics related to the thermal power plant of a power generation technology. Now, the contents of my video lecture are the learning outcomes, basic principle of thermal power plant, and classification of steam turbine. As we know that the basic principle of thermal power plant is the generation of electricity from the steam. So we just review here the basic principle of thermal power plant, and after that I am going to discuss the main part of that thermal power plant, that is a steam turbine. So at the end of this session, learner will be able to describe operation of steam turbine, and they will also able to classify different types of steam turbine. So let us see first what is the basic principle of thermal power plant. So in thermal power plant, potential energy of a steam is first converted into a kinetic energy. Then this kinetic energy is provided to the turbine, where this turbine rotates. That means it converts this kinetic energy into a mechanical energy. As this turbine is connected to the generator converts that mechanical energy into electrical energy. So this is the basic principle of thermal power plant, which cannot be done without steam turbine. So let us see first what is the steam turbine. So the steam turbine is a prime mover in which the potential energy of a steam is transformed into kinetic energy, and later it is transformed into a mechanical energy. Then it is provided to the generator. So this is the basic of steam turbine. Now mainly the steam turbine is classified into two important parts, that is impulse turbine and reaction turbine. So we will see one by one what is the impulse turbine and reaction turbine. So these both type of turbines first heat energy of steam at high pressure is converted into kinetic energy passing through the nozzles, and this impulse or reaction names are given according to the action of high velocity steam used to develop the power. Now let us see in detail. In an impulse turbine, the steam coming out at a very high velocity through the fixed nozzle impinging on the blades fixed on the periphery of the rotor. The blades change the direction of steam flow without changing its pressure. Now in case of reaction turbine, the high pressure steam from the boiler is passed through the nozzle. When the steam comes out through this nozzle, the velocity of steam increases relative to the rotating disc, and the resulting reaction force of the steam on nozzle gives the rotating motion to the disc and the shaft. So in simple way, impulse turbine is the turbine in that steam expands in the nozzle and its pressure does not alter as it moves over the blade. That means in case of impulse turbine, pressure is constant throughout the process, and in case of reaction turbine, there is a gradual pressure drop take place continuously over the fixed and moving blades as process is going on. So this is all about the impulse and reaction turbine. Then we will see difference between impulse turbine and reaction turbine according to different parameters. So let us see, first parameter is the pressure drop. So in case of impulse turbine, only in this pressure drops only in nozzles and not in moving blades. In case of reaction turbine, in blades as well as in moving blades, this pressure drops occurs. Now blades, profile type of blades are used for impulse turbine and aerofoil types of blades are used for reaction turbine. Now regarding power, not much power can be developed in impulse turbine, but in case of reaction turbine much power can be developed. Now next is the space required. So in case of impulse turbine less space is required, and in case of reaction turbine more space is required. Regarding efficiency, impulse turbine have low efficiency and reaction turbine have high efficiency. Then next parameter is the suitability. So this impulse turbine is suitable for small power requirement and the reaction turbine is suitable for medium and higher power requirements. Now in case of design of impulse turbine is not much difficult, but reaction turbine design is difficult. So this is all about the difference between impulse and reaction turbine regarding different parameters. Now let us see different classifications based on different criterias. So first classification is according to number of pressure stages. So it is classified into two, single stage turbine and multi-stage turbine. So in case of single stage turbine there is one velocity stage usually of small power capacities, and in case of multi-stage turbine there are several ranges of velocities required for power capacities. Next classification is according to the direction of steam flow. It is divided into two, axial turbine and radial turbine. In case of axial turbine, steam flows in a direction parallel to the axis of turbine. So, and in case of radial turbine, steam flows in a direction perpendicular to the axis of turbine. So this is the difference between axial and radial turbine. Next classification is based on the number of cylinders used in a steam turbine. So it is divided into four types: single cylinder turbine, double cylinder turbine, 3 cylinder and 4 cylinder, according to number of turbine cylinders used. Then also multi-cylinder turbine can be used. The next classification is based on according to method of governing. So it is divided into two, methods with throttle governing and turbine with nozzle governing. So in case of throttle governing, fresh steam enters through one or more simultaneously operated throttle valves. Now what do you mean by throttle? So throttle is nothing but a valve that regulates the flow of fuel, or it may be a water. So in case of throttle governing, fresh steam enters through one or more simultaneously operated throttle valves, or in case of nozzle governing, fresh steam enters through two or more consecutively opening regulators. So first is with simultaneous opening and in second consecutively opening regulators. Next classification is according to steam conditions at inlet to the turbine. It is classified into 5 types: low pressure turbine, medium pressure turbine, high pressure turbine, very high pressure turbine and supercritical pressure turbine. So according to the different ranges of pressures used for that turbine. So in case of low pressure turbine, pressure of steam is 1.2 to 20 atpa, that is atmospheric absolute. In case of medium pressure turbine, it is up to 40 atpa. In case of high pressure, it is above 40 atpa, that means atmospheric absolute. In case of very high pressure, it is up to 170 ATA with a temperature of 550 degrees Celsius, and in case of supercritical pressure it is up to a 225 ATA and above. Now next classification is based on according to their uses in the industry. So stationary turbine with a constant speed, stationary turbine with variable speed, here should be a variable speed, and third is the non-stationary turbine with a variable speed. So according to the application used in the industry, it may be a stationary or non-stationary, and again in case of stationary there will be a constant speed turbine or variable speed turbine. Please consider here a variable speed. So this is all about the basics of turbine, types of turbine, and again according to the different applications, different types of steam turbine. So thank you.